guys, in this video, I'm going to be explaining why you should be reading self-help, self-development, and self-improvement books. Hey, if we're just meeting for the first time, I'm Sean Fitzgerald, and this is Get Up and Go Mentoring. So here's the thing, when we're kids, we do something that's called modeling. And what that is when we're in our early development of our life, we model after our parents, guardians, whoever we look up to. What they do, we do. And we learn how life works, how we should react to our world, and what our beliefs are about money, love, relationships, what the world is like. When we're the ages from 1 to 9, we learn about all these things. And then as we grow up, we've modeled after our parents. And this is in the really early stage of our life. As we get older, we still have these old beliefs about how the world works. And as we're getting into adulthood, we basically have little kid rules in adult bodies. A great analogy of how this works is essentially, if you think about currently right now, you're in the latest model of a computer. Well, if you're in the latest model of a computer and you have Windows 95 software running on you, it's kind of outdated because you can actually accomplish and do a lot of really cool things, but because you have this outdated and old software installed on you, which is your rules and beliefs of how things work, it's actually limiting you and making it so you can't live to your full potential. And so that's why actually reading self-improvement, self-development, personal growth kind of books are really important. Because what you're doing is you're actually updating old, outdated beliefs that you created when you were a kid. You're a full-grown adult now, but you're running around with little kid brain. And the thing is, as you mature and you grow, you don't actually realize that those set rules that you have are now affecting the decisions and your outlook and what you think about how the world works when you're adult. Hey guys, if you're getting value out of this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. So reading these kind of books are really going to be beneficial to you. Here's an example in my life. Growing up, I moved around a ton, and I didn't really realize this until I was actually reading a book that made this connection for me. The father figures in my life actually had multiple jobs. They could never stick with one job. They were always going from one job to the next job to the next job, looking for that perfect job, something that was going to make them rich. And they literally jumped from job to job. And what I did is I subconsciously modeled after them. And so when I grew up and started having to work, I went from job to job, and I had no idea why, but I have had more jobs than I can probably count. That's actually not true, but I have had a lot of jobs. And only after I was reading a book and realized that I was modeling after my parental figures in my life, did I make that connection that I was literally reliving what they were doing on that emotional roller coaster of getting a job, not being satisfied with it, quitting it, and getting another job. And it was wreaking havoc in my life, and I didn't even realize it until I made that connection. But once I did, I had awareness that something was going on in my life, and then I was actually able to make a decision that that wasn't how I wanted to live my life. The rules that they had in their life, living that up and down lifestyle, wasn't what I wanted, but I was modeling after them. So once I made that choice to change it, I was actually able to go in and reprogram my brain and reprogram my beliefs. So now I have had the same job for quite a few years. So that is one of the reasons why you should actually read self-improvement books. If self-improvement is not really your thing, that's fine. But by reading these kind of books is actually helping you level up because you're literally running around with kid brain as an adult. If you have problems going on in your life right now, it's because of those beliefs or those rules that you have set as a kid when you didn't have the full story, you didn't understand what was going on, you didn't know the reasoning behind it. You're basically going to do the same thing. The old adage that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree is actually really true. Because either you turn out just like your parents or you turn out exactly the opposite. So by reading these type of books, It allows you to gain insight on what is going on in your own brain, or noticing and then being able to change after it. For change to happen, you have to be aware. Awareness is the first key to it. Then you can start to make decisions. A great way to explain this is basically when something would happen, say a trigger goes off, and then you would have an automatic response. Once you gain awareness of it, it allows you to almost create a separate path, where now, because you have awareness of it, before you would only go from A to B, now you can go to A to C. Because you're aware of it, you now have a second choice in that situation. And so reading these type of books is really beneficial to you because it allows you to upgrade, change your life for the better. I mean, if you're happy where you're at right now, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. If you're not learning and you're not moving, you are dying. If you look at a plant, it is either growing or it is dying. There is no standing still point. You know, when I was younger, I suffered from depression. I had a lot of insecurities, as most kids do, you know. Only once I picked up a self-improvement book, it opened my brain, it opened my mind to realize that, you know what? I don't have to be the way I am right now. I actually have a choice. I could be more than I am. And at that moment, I didn't feel like I could be anything. So I set off on a journey to actually improve myself, to make myself better, because I didn't like who I was, and I didn't think other people could like me the way I was either. I would highly recommend looking into things like this. There's a saying that says, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you actually have to be the force to make change in your life. Hey guys, if you're getting value out of this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Pretend you're here